So I wrote it out in the standard key of A minor. Ella, I know I sent a link with Ella. She sang it in the key of G minor. And so, you know, if that key works better for you later, of course, if you want to sing it, feel free to transpose it down a whole step. It's not terribly hard from what we're going to talk about. But I think what I want to just maybe first of all do for comping is just go through the chord shapes of some really standard chords, and then maybe show a few things, including that little fancier version. This summertime and the living is easy. You can walk a bass. But even before we do anything fancy like that, I want to do just a bare bones version. This is as written, E7, just so that you learn the basic version if it's new for you. D minor 7, I'll just slow it down a little bit. Then E7, F7, 2, 3, 4. E7. This is again what the common lead sheet would show. D7. Last 4 bars. So hush, little baby. That's C major 7 to A minor 7. Don't. B minor 7, flat 5. E7. You cry. And now I'm fancying up into a different feel. It's actually quite fun to mix up and match the concepts, and that's why I'm using Summertime as a vehicle to do that. We could do it as a moody bossa. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Or swing it. You get the idea. So that's what I want to discuss today with Summertime. I always start with very basic, just kind of swing like this, 4 to the bar, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, just a basic swing style in this case. And then A7, fish are jumping, D minor 7, 2 bars, cotton is high. And that was E7 to F7, back to E7. Yeah, I would do that typically, go F7, and then back to E7. That creates that nice tension, and it's very bluesy to go like this. Listen to that F7. This really bluesy F7, that's the flat 6 dominant to the E7. You could even think of it as tritone to the B7, but I'm not going to go there today. And then to the A minor. And in this case, I'm playing A minor 6. And I'll talk about some optional voicings, but we didn't finish it out, sorry. So let's take it from the 5th measure here. Fish are jumping. D minor 7, fish are jumping. I'm just gonna do it kind of a little bit more ballady swing. And here's that E7, cotton is high. See that F7? 2, your daddy's rich, A minor 7, E7. Your mama's good looking, A minor 7 to D7. And then the last 4 measures, so hush little baby. That was C major 7, A minor 7. All of these shapes that I'm demonstrating right now have the root in the 6th, on the 6th string or the 5th string. Don't. B, that's B minor 7 flatted 5. E7, I'm doing it like this. I often refer to that as the swing shape. For lack of a better description, is like the chord everybody uses when you're playing Sweet George around and all the swing tunes. Versus this shape. That's sweet. That's nice for more chord melody, but this is a little bit more common just for accompaniment. Cry. I really personally play B minor 7 flat 5. If I was teaching this on the ukulele, I would tell my students D minor 6. I know it's confusing even though it's the same 4 notes. But on the guitar, I really want to hear that B in the bass. And then the E. And then the resolve chord, A minor. I'm actually going to go to A minor 6. I love that flavor. A minor 7, A minor 6. Those are interchangeable. There's just a really beautiful sound. You could just even do that as like an intro. You could just do this. And then E7. And there I did what I always refer to as purple haze chord. The Jimmy chord, I added a sharp 9. Okay, and that was just a quick little, intro. I'll show you a few other things, but I went like this. And then that 5 chord tells the band, by the way, I'm going to start right now. I would reserve that 5 chord, the E7, until you're going to sing it. You can just do 3-note voicings. So you can do this. Same thing. I'm just going to pick it up a little bit. Summertime. Right here. 3-note voicings. This is kind of more in that swing style. A7. Fish are jumping. Here's that E7 to the F7. Right here. 2, 3, back to A minor 7. E7. This is great for more just basic swing. D7, and then C major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, flat 5, which look as a 3-note shape. There's no 5th, so it looks just like as if you were playing a B minor 7, and then E7, and then A minor 7 to the E7. I'm using my thumb. Just chunking out those chords, 4 beats per measure, 4 to the bar. And then here's that E7, F7. Daddy's rich, and your mom's good looking, D7. This gets a little bit tricky right here. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Little turn on. Now I might add 4 notes to make it a little bit more intense. And not only that, it's almost like you can hear a little bit of melody in there. It's not a chord melody, but you can hear some counter melodies that you might want to add in, like da da da, like this. So that allows me to add some voice. Down here, C major 7, A minor 7. Down here, that shape and that stretch, to do it up here, C major 7, A minor 7. Okay, so that's great. No, it's the same 3 notes. 7 and 3, no 5th. And then A minor 7, B minor 7, flat 5. But notice it's the same shape as A minor 7, as a 3-note shape. And then the E7. And all of these right now, with this approach, all of these chords have the bass note as the root. C, A, B, E. Or here, same bass note, but different location. There I was doing like boom chuck, boom chuck. So I'm actually hitting the bass with my thumb and then plucking, just with these 2 fingers in this case. And I'm kind of shuffling, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, like this. Boom, boom, ba-dum, dum. In this case, I did this. That was a little cliche there for the bass line movement. Again, I'm going to send that PDF out to you. I'm going to show you another little really common walking bass line. Can we all work on that together? Just that last part there. I think that's the little tricky part there. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. So we have this, C major 7, minor 7, and then B minor 7, flat 5, even though as a 3-note shape, it's the same shape as A minor 7, then the E7, and then the A minor 7. So in time, 3, 4, so hush, little baby, don't you cry. And then E7 as a turnaround. Or if you're gonna tag it, you all know what I mean by tagging it. Hey, we're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna end the song. If you're gonna tag it, go to the D7, and then back to the C major 7. So hush, little baby, don't add a rhythm, you cry. D7, tag it right here. Yeah, and then last time, C major 7, A minor 7, E7, or B flat 7 if you want drama. Tritone substitution, A minor. That's an 8. I wanted a cool ending chord there, so I added on the major 7 on the high note, that G sharp. I don't have perfect pitch, so hopefully I'm getting close to that note. I'm going to walk you through that cool ending chord, A. Notice I'm using the open A because, well, we can. I try to use open strings often when we can. And then F sharp, that's the 6. C, the 3rd, well, minor 3rd, of course, flat 3rd. E, and then the cool hip note for the ending chord, G sharp. That major 7. So that would actually be called on the chart A minor 6 major 7. I wrote that on the PDF there as a final chord on the second version I sent you, the modal version of it, as a final chord, because I love that chord. You can also add, just for fun, since we're on ending chords right now, minor, you can add the 9 on. But notice I still kept this shape, this little shell shape here of A minor 6. With a B note added on. It's kind of a stretch here, but if you can get that, it's a really beautiful color on top. But if it's easier, just get that major 7. That's a nice, you know, summertime and the living is easy. You can do this, and then fish are jumping. You can keep a bass line moving, or you could even do this. Summertime and the living is easy. You can walk. If you got a chance to listen to Ella Fitzgerald's version that I had sent out, their groove is kind of like this. And then the idea, and this may be new for you, is to play triads. And I'm playing C major and D major with my thumb. And then I'll play C, E, G. Not in that order, it's actually E, G, C in this case. But don't worry, we'll get around to it, because here's the next C triad. That's G, C, E. These are triad inversions. This may be new for you, but it's a great study. And you already know that because you do this. See, so it's not this, right? That's A minor 7, but you got a C triad right here, but I'm going to just do it like this and play that open string. The next C triad on the 4, 3, 2 strings is here. And that actually is C, E, G. That's 10, 9, 8 on the tab. So here are some A minor settings where it gets really cool, is when you weave back and forth with the D major triad. So again, this is all on that sheet there. I actually wrote it to C, D, C, D, C, D. We're going back and add inversions. C, D, C, D. By the way, whatever you do on the C, all you have to do is move it up a whole step, and then you got D, right? So it's just, they're right next to each other. They're a whole step apart. So that's why C was this, and D was here. And then C, and yep, 2 frets up higher, there's D. So now we have something like this. Somewhere